guys, and welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So today's tarot reading is for the zodiac sign of Taurus, and this is for the month October 2014. Now Taurus, for this month I think that the reading is all to do with looking at the detail. So the devil is in the detail, okay? It's a case of not pushing something too fast because you want a quick return on it, and taking your time. The long game is best. So I'll show you the cards just to let you know, because this is a new facet of my channel and I just want to let you know how I do things very quickly. I pre-shuffle the cards before I start recording, and then I let my intuition pick out 8 cards. Now those 8 cards usually are like 2 cards per week, 4 weeks in the month. But I don't do it week by week anymore, these readings. What I do is I amalgamate everything and I manage to build the story up around the cards, okay? And that's how I play. I'm straightforward. I had somebody make a comment on one of my videos this morning that pissed me off a little bit, to be honest, because she was saying you don't give enough spiritual guidance, you don't blah blah blah. And to me, if I feel that I need to give spiritual guidance, I'll give spiritual guidance. But to me, the way that I read the tarots is like a story. And if it refers to you, then great. If it doesn't, then that's great too, especially if it's not a great reading. But my tarot readings can be for anyone. You can take any. I do offer hypothetical scenarios in my readings. But these readings, you can apply them to any area of your life that you feel it resonates with, and that's the way that I work. So let's make a start here. The first 2 cards that I pulled were the Fool and the Magician reversed. Now what set me thinking on this particular reading is that the Fool is someone who's quite carefree. They go in, they rush in where angels fear to tread. They don't really think about the consequences of the situation. They just kind of go for it. They just, you know, they're really kind of quite naive, quite fearless, and they just go for it. They don't really think about it. They just go for a situation. And I think that what this card is saying this month, definitely, is that anything that's being offered to you at the moment, going on to October, you need to think about it. So if it's a new contract with something, if someone's offering you the earth, if someone's offering you everything, whatever it's involved in, whether it's work, whether it's love, whatever the case may be, you need to think about it. You need to look at the details. So if it's a contract, you need to read that contract like 10 details and make sure you go through it with a fine-tooth comb. You need to take it to the solicitor, make sure they go through it. You just need to make sure that everything's gone through. You know, if you are going to view a house and it seems like a really good price, and the buyer and the seller wants a sale really quickly, you need to make sure that the reports are in order, that you've looked through the house properly, that everything's in order with that house, so that there are no nasty surprises if you do happen to buy it and move in. So those are just a few little, you know, scenarios. If you meet someone this month in October and they seem too good to be true, sometimes they usually are. So you need to make sure that before you commit yourself to anything with them, you just need to take your time and really find out all you can about them. And this is what this card is simply saying. Fearlessness is great, but fearlessness is not a great thing when it comes at the price of you sacrificing something and getting it wrong. And this was backed up by the Magician card, which in reverse, the Magician card upright talks about manifesting stuff. So being able to bring through your spiritual energy, your logical energy and all that good stuff, and being able to really use your inner magic to manifest things in your life. When the Magician is reversed, I believe that it actually talks about con artists, and it talks about deceptions, and it talks about lies, and it talks about things that look really, really good on the surface, not actually being good underneath. And that really backed this up, that potentially in October some of you Taurians could be looking at going into a situation blindfolded and just thinking, oh, this seems really good, I'll just do it. This seems really good, so I'll just invest $2,000. This seems really good, so, you know, I'll just get involved with this person really quickly. This seems really good, I'll just quickly buy that house, so we've got it in time for Christmas, without knowing that it's about to fall down. Do you understand? The person that offers you something potentially in October, whatever that offer might be, you need to check them out, and you need to make sure that everything's okay, because via these cards what it's saying is this person could potentially be trying to deceive you on something. So just make sure that you do that. The other cards that back this up as well, and it was a really interesting reading when I laid the cards out and I was able to look at them and start really patching things together. I got the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords. Now the Ten of Swords is not a great card, admittedly, it's not. I don't think anybody would want to get this in a reading. Ten of Swords talks about being stabbed in the back. It talks about lies, deception, all of the things that you don't really want in your life. It's about, you know, being misinformed. You know, it's all those things to do with just nasty things like being sold a lie, being given a lie, being told a lie, just being basically stabbed in the back. And this coincided with the Fool and the Magician. Look into things. Don't just jump ahead into stuff in October. Look into it. Because if it's something that's being offered to you new and it seems too good to be true, it might just be that. The Magician, the person who's doing the offering, might be trying to deceive you. If you go for something with this person, you may be stabbed in the back, so you might get a nasty sting from it. And then the Page of Swords. Sorry, I'm just looking at the notes that I've made on each of these. The Page of Swords does talk about hidden dangers. Keeping your wits about you. You might be the victim of some sort of malice or something like that going on. Conflict. Potentially conflict at work. Potentially conflict in your love life. This card just speaks about a lot of conflict going on. So if you rush into something, it might be with a con person. It might be with someone who's not being entirely truthful with you. They might stab you in the back. And from that you might get some conflict coming through. So whatever the situation is, Taurus people, just be careful and keep your wits about you and look at the detail and don't sign anything straight away and don't get involved in anything too straight away. Just look at the detail first. The other two cards I got, and the one of them seemed to back it up quite nicely, was, well, not nicely, but it did back it up. The Two of Cups reversed. The Two of Cups upright simply means harmony, you know, soulmates, good times, you know, just real lovey-dovey stuff. But I think in this situation, if it's a love situation, it could be that if somebody's been deceiving you or trying to deceive you in October about your love life, it could mean that there's some sort of separation or loss. If it's a financial situation, if there's all of this stuff going on, you go for something, it doesn't work out, you've not looked at the detail, somebody's deceived you on something, someone's got away with something, then it could mean a loss of money, separation from your cash. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just look into the detail properly, because all of these cards are really talking about that whatever it is that you rush into, if you rush into it and you don't think about what you're doing, you could risk being separated from something. The good thing though is that this card, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th card I picked up is the Six of Swords. And this is a really good card because it talks about turning your back on trouble. So it could be that for some of you, if you've been deceived about something, if, for example, if you're in a work situation and somebody's deceived you about something at work, it could mean that you're walking away from the situation. Or it could simply mean that if you get that car salesman coming through who's trying to sell you a dodgy car, you decide to walk away from it because you're not going to risk losing your cash over it. So this is really, to me, I believe in things, I mean, this is my own thing really, like warning cards. So really, to me, this is a warning card that you can walk away from a situation and you can walk away from trouble, but you need to heed these other cards. And the final cards that came through in this reading for you, Taurus, are the Empress and the Seven of Coins, or Seven of Pentacles. And the Empress card really is about emotional support, prosperity, joy, love, reassurance, love, things working out for you. So it could be a case of, actually, let's do this one first. Let's do this one. Because I think this one would follow better, the Seven of Pentacles. And this talks about slow, progress and putting lots and lots of energy into a project or something, okay? Putting lots of effort in and seeing the rewards. So I think it's a case of, when I look at these cards and what they're actually telling me, is that, and you can put your own spin on it, if this refers to any area of your life, and it can, any area at all, then that's absolutely fine. But I'm just being hypothetical when I'm giving you scenarios here, okay? The Fool card, rushing in, not thinking about a situation, signing a contract without looking at the detail. The Magician, reversed. The person who's made you the offer, it actually isn't what they're saying. They're actually trying to deceive you. They're a con artist. They're trying to get something out of you when they're not being entirely truthful about what the situation really is. The Ten of Swords, being stabbed in the back about something. So if you go for this situation, then you're going to be stabbed in the back. That's what the cards are saying. You're going to be stabbed in the back. You're going to be the victim of deception. It's not great. The Page of Swords. There are hidden dangers with whatever it is that you're looking into, potentially. So if you don't heed that card, the hidden dangers, and you get involved in being involved with someone who's not truthful, who's offered you something and you've gone in with your eyes closed, you could be looking to get stabbed in the back about it, okay? So just know that whatever this thing is, potentially for some of you Taurus people in October that's coming in, whatever the offer is, in whatever format, just know that this might have hidden dangers with it, and you definitely need to keep your wits about you. Again, the Two of Cups reversed signifies loss, separation. So if you don't heed that you don't look at the detail, you get involved, you get stabbed in the back, it could mean you being separated. If it's a love situation and you've been burnt in a love situation, separation. If it's a money situation, separation from your cash. If it's a work situation, conflict going at work, separation potentially for some of you might be working away from a job, okay, because you've got the Six of Swords there. But this card, the Seven of Pentacles, really talks about, as I've said, the long haul, the long game. So I think when I look through all these cards, it says the long and tried and tested route is potentially the best. So I think that what these cards are saying is, for some of you Taurus people in October, is, for example, if you want to get into business and you want to get some return really quick, like for example, an online business, for example, and you're looking to make money online from online marketing or something like that, from these affiliation schemes potentially for some of you, it's saying, don't just throw your money away. Don't just pay for stuff on the internet, for example. This is just a hypothetical scenario, you understand. Look into it, because you could be throwing your money away on a con artist site for a product that doesn't really exist. It might separate you for your money. So if you don't heed the warning, well, not warning, but if you don't look at all the hidden stuff within a contract, with what something's saying on the net, you could potentially lose your money, okay? So it's saying if you want to make money, for example, and you want to make money in business, then find something that, yeah, it might take a longer time and there might be a lot more effort and hard work involved. But in the end, you're not going to lose your money and you are going to reap the benefits. And then with the Empress card, things will work out for you in the end. You will get prosperity. You will get joy through what you're doing. You will get love for what you're doing. You won't be losing stuff. You'll only be gaining it. So just to quickly recap on the cards for Taurus in October. And as I've said, this only applies, you know, you can apply this to anything. It could be applied to your work situation, your love situation, anything at all. For some of you Taurus people in October, look at the detail. If somebody's offering you something that seems too good to be true, it probably is. If you go for something that's too good to be true, it might be through someone who's trying to deceive you. From that, if they deceive you, you could get stabbed in the back. So you could have a nasty sting on the end of that. The Page of Swords, hidden dangers with the potential thing that's being offered to you. So look at the detail. Separation of your money, separation of whatever. look at the detail. Turn your back on trouble with the Six of Wands. Sorry, the Six of Swords. Turn your back on trouble. Turn your back on it. There's hard work to be involved in what you want in life. Rome wasn't built in a day. So go for the long game instead of the short game. And through going for the long game, you will prosper and you'll get to where you want to in the end. Okay, so those are the cards, guys. That's the reading. I hope that resonates. Well, I don't hope that it resonates because it's, you know, nobody wants to be involved with a con artist, do they? But I hope that if this resonates with you, that you'll drop me an email below, a comment below, and just let me know. And these are just, as I've said, with tarot readings, certain facets of them might happen, certain facets of them might not happen. Some things might refer to you, some things might not refer to you. I've had tarot readings and stuff done, and things have happened. I did one for myself, and something cropped up the other day that it said it would, very, very quickly actually. And, you know, at the end of the day, you've got free will. But all this reading is saying is you just got to, the main thing about the reading is you've just got to, whatever it is that's potentially being offered to you in October, look at the detail. Because there may be hidden dangers in there. You might get stabbed in the back if you go for it. It might be someone who's just been trying to deceive you. It might be a separation of your money or your love or whatever it is. And if you play the long game, if you walk away from the situation and play the long game, you will get to where you want to in the end. Okay, that's the reading. And just to let you know, I'm going to be doing 3 monthly love readings. Starting from, I think it's next week. I'm going to be recording them on the weekend. So this will be what I can see in the cards coming up for you in your love life from October 2015 through to October 2014, sorry, through to January 2015. So keep your eyes